In-Valley rivalry game tonight on the Valley Channel as Mountain Crest travels to Logan to take on the Grizzlies. The Mustangs, boy, their season has been just about. And the Grizzlies, their season has been, oh, we're awesome. Oh, not so much. Oh, we're awesome. Boy, talk about two teams on some crazy trajectories.
Every high schooler is on a roller coaster every day, but Logan really has been that way. If you're looking at Mountain Crest, looking for the silver lining, a real young team, and they're learning a lot from this season. This is a tough place to get your first win in the region.
Well, now Mountain Crest, when you look at that part of that young team, is that they have lost 4 of their 6 losses have been by 3 points or less.
Yeah, it's been a really tough season for them, but this is a rivalry game. You never know what's going to happen.
All right, well, the Grizzlies, we'll see how Kincaid Wildman does tonight. 9 interceptions on the season, 6 in those losses, only 3 against 12 touchdown passes in the wins. Stick around. Back with the game of the week after this.
I am a cyclist. Soy un ciclista.
I am a cyclist.
Victoria. I train for it. I sacrifice for it. While they play, I train.
I conquer roads others can't.
You're driven to be the best, so you should train on the best. The 2014 Proform TDF, the official training bike of the Tour de France. It's the ultimate cyclist's training experience. With iFit and Google Maps, you'll ride the Tour. Choose any stage of the Tour or nearly every road on Earth and dig in. You'll see, feel, and ride the Tour. Climb like never before. Courchevel, Galibier, even Alpe d'Huez. Only the TDF gives you a 20% incline and decline. See it all right in front of you on our 7-inch color touchscreen. And train with power with our advanced power meter. With a TDF, you can ride almost every road on the planet. You can get the TDF with 0 down. Get yours today. Train better tomorrow.
I am a cyclist, and this is where I train.
It's a Cache Valley clash on the Game of the Week as Mountain Crest visits Logan. The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hospital, your choice in healthcare. Lewiston State Bank, strong and vibrant for over a century. New Smile, keep your teeth with experienced dental care. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. Cherry Peak Resort, just minutes away to play. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley's audio and video specialists. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years. Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. I'm Eric Olson, along with Lee Vaughn. Tonight, Mountain Crest and Logan on a beautiful evening in Logan as they finish up the national anthem here. Nice job by the band here at Logan High, the pep band. They're bringing the game ball in on a helicopter tonight, and it's circling the stadium. So we've got all sorts of stuff going on here before the games, and this is going to be an interesting one tonight. We'll get into talking about that, but there's the helicopter.
Yeah, it's delivering the game ball and a couple of mascots, I think.
Hey, well, what do you know? Before each and every game, we get a chance to talk to the head coaches. Coach Mark Wooten has had all sorts of success at Mountain Crest. They're having a tough year in Hiram this year, but he spoke with Lee Vaughn about tonight's game and what we can expect to see from the Mustangs.
Well, Coach, Logan's a tough place to come and make a dent in region. Tell me about what you've done to prepare this week.
We just hope to play a lot better than we have this year. They're a good team. We're going to have to execute very well.
Talk to me about your players, really, who needs to step up tonight. DeMooney's a great player. You got some other good players as well.
Yeah, we're going to have to be able to run the ball. If we can run the ball well tonight, not turn it over, I think we'll be all right.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Coach Wooten's team, a very young team. All the teams in the Valley young, Lee, and that might be have a lot to do with the ups and downs of the Mustangs. They are 1-6 4 of those 6 losses have been by 3 points or less, and 3 of those 4 losses have come on the final play.
Yeah, and they lose to East 21-20. East has always been a power in 4A. At East, they've got a chance to win that. But that's such a hard thing for a young team to do, is to figure out how to get over that hump. And really, that's Coach Wooten's job, and this is a tough place to do it in Logan.
They lost to Highland 16-13. They lost in overtime at Syracuse 16-13. Lost to Roy in a game that we did, that they had a real chance to either send that thing into overtime or win it.
25-22, I
and
remember
lost 25-22. And you talked about the East game, and they've played a tough schedule. Their opponents are a combined 31-19, 61% winning percentage. Well, on the other side of the ledger, you have the Logan Grizzlies, who have been up and down. 2 games is their longest winning streak in this 4-3 season. Coach Mike Favero spoke with Lee Vaughn just a few minutes ago.
Coach, Logan, always a powerhouse in the region, but really up and down this year. Tell me about coming off of last week and what you've worked with your kids all week on.
Well, to obviously fix things that didn't go well in the previous game and get better and move forward.
Talking about your players, give me a health report, a kind of MASH report.
Oh, we lost our corner, Garrett Wright, 2 weeks ago, a returning starter for us, but other than him, we're okay.
How big is it for your kids to play Mountain Crest? You look forward to this all year, and really how hard is it for you to keep them focused and on the game?
Yeah, they're excited just like Mountain Crest. Anytime you play Mountain Crest or Skyview anything, there's probably a little added, at least emotion and excitement. They should technically all be the same, but being a Valley rival brings a little more juice to it.
Well, that's what makes it exciting for us. Good luck, Coach.
Awesome. Thanks, Lee.
Thank you. See you at halftime.
Well, we talked about Logan, and they have 3 losses on the season. Those losses are 2 teams that are combined 19-2. They lost 33-7 against American Fork. American Fork is 6-1. They're number 3 in 5A. Their only loss was by 1 point to number 2 Brighton in 5A. Roy is 7-0 and number 4 in 4A. They beat Logan at Roy. And Skyview last week, number 5 in 4A. Skyview 6-1. Their only loss is to number 1 Tipview. So Logan's lost 3 games. They've lost them to very good teams, and the way the schedule works out maybe kind of explains that up and down. Right. They have yet to break through against some of that top tier competition, and again, an inexperienced team getting a trial by fire this year.
Well, they got to control the turnovers, and one thing they've found this year that you haven't often seen in the Logan team is a great running game. And Horsley's done a great job in rushing the ball, but they really got to control the turnovers, because that's the one thing that will get a young team like Mountain Crest up and over the hump. If they get a few free plays, a couple of turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, that'll turn the tide in their favor and give them a chance to win this game. So I think you throw the records really out the window. It's Logan Mountain Crest.
He's talking about turnovers. Kincaid Wildman, 15 touchdown passes, 9 interceptions on the season. In those 3 losses, he's tossed 6 interceptions to 3 touchdowns. In the wins, 12 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So it's what you said. Taking care of the ball will play a big part in this ball game, as it does in every ball game. And we have seen Mountain Crest. They seem to play up to their competition as the Grizzly team takes the field. Both teams' captains have done the coin toss.
Logan will receive.
Logan will receive, and it is loud in the stadium here.
What do you say?
Let's take a look at our hardcore fan. Those are some of the hardcore fans that are here early at Logan High getting ready. The Factory, the sponsor of the hardcore fan. We had Factory Pizza before the game tonight, Lee. I had the combo, or the Supreme. Yummy. Everybody thinks of the pizza, but they've got great sandwiches down there as well. Our hardcore fan by the Factory.
The Factory's been there a long time.
Well, it sure has. If you haven't gone in there and treated yourself to some pizza, you'd be doing well to do that. In fact, it's hard for me to get any pizza anymore because the crew's always snarfed it all down before I get in there. They provide us with 3 or 4 pizzas before each and every game. And
that's because you're always out glad handing all the people at all the football games.
Hey, I know lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So we appreciate the Factory. Go on down there. Hey, let's take a quick timeout. Mountain Crest, Logan on the game of the week. coming up next.
Welcome to Grease Monkey. What can we do for you? Oil change. Oil change? Well, this is the oil you're gonna want. For that oil one.
Less than 2 minutes away from kickoff at Crimson Field, the Grizzlies and the Mustangs. And I'm Eric Olson, with me, Lee Vaughn. Lee, Logan leads this series 16-13, but the Grizzlies have won 3 out of the last 5 meetings. They took a little bit of a break when Logan went down to 3A for a couple of years, and then since they've resumed, Logan's won 3 out of the last 5.
Yeah, it's a long-time rivalry, and Mountain Crest would love to get closer to evening that up tonight and get a win in the region column. That's something they have yet to do, and this is a tough region. And you know, when Roy comes to play, it just becomes that much tougher because they haven't been in recent years.
Well, there's Hunter Horsley right there. We've talked about him and the impact he's had on this team. He's tied for 6th in 4A in rushing touchdowns with 7, and tied for 10th in rushing yards, 569 yards. And he's got a 8-yard per carry average. That's 70 carries, 569 yards.
Wow.
He's one of those kids. I had a Little League team that played against his Little League team. And as you watch the film, and even Little League, you watch film these days.
He was that kid, huh?
You look at 13, and you could tell that he was a heck of a ball player, and he just owned that game. So you knew he was really going to be outstanding as he got older. Hey, we got something really fun for you folks. It's the Cherry Peak Resort. If you go onto Facebook, okay, there's all sorts of prizes we're giving away. Sony wireless portable speaker from Lynn's Audio and Video, a luxury overnight stay at the Anniversary Inn, dinner for 2 from Garlic's Pizzeria in Smithfield, smart wool socks from the Sportsman, a ukulele from KSM Music, and day passes for 2 from Cherry Peak Resort. Where's Cherry Peak Resort? It's the new ski resort going in up there above Richmond. 15 minutes from Logan. Here's how you enter. You go to one of those sponsors that I just talked about. You get a sticker from them. You put the sticker on your vehicle, take a picture of the sticker on your vehicle, and then go to Facebook and go to the Ski Cherry Peak Resort page, the Facebook page for Cherry Peak Resort, and you upload your picture. It's as simple as that. And you can win one of those prizes that we were talking about. So get your sticker at Lynn's Audio and Video, Anniversary Inn, Garlic's Pizzeria, The Sportsman, and KSM Music.
Did you see what it said on that sticker? That was awesome.
What?
SkiCPR.com.
Yeah. Ski Cherry Peak Resort.
That
but
is
you know,
awesome.
You're going to have such an experience there, you may need CPR when it's all over.
So fun.
Well, here comes the game ball.
He's not going to land, is he? He's going to hover right above the ground and throw the ball over to the sidelines.
Hey, good catch. Now we can play. All sorts of excitement around an in-valley rivalry game.
It's not something you see every day.
Well, we're getting close to playoff time. There's 10 regular season games. This is number 8. There's 4 playoff spots for Region 5. Roy is in. Skyview has clinched at least a tie. If they win tonight over Box Elder, then they get in for sure. And Box Elder and Logan can clinch at least a tie for a playoff spot if they win tonight. So no one can be eliminated this week. Mountain Crest has yet to win in the region, but even with a loss, they are not mathematically eliminated. But it'd be an awfully deep hole to dig out of. And Logan still, they'll end up the season. They go to Hurricane next week. And then they end up clear down southern Utah. Then they end up the season at Box Elder. And that could be for a playoff spot. Skyview's fighting for, they could get the #1 berth if they keep winning. They will be playing Roy the last game of the season at Roy.
That is kind of a big deal. That's a big game.
It's a huge game. And if they were to beat Roy, they'd be the #1 seed. The winner of that one, if both teams win out the next 2 weeks, will be the #1 seed out of the region. Mountain Crest kicks off, the little squib. And right up the middle goes Chandler Lowry. And Logan will start with good field position at the 38.
Boy, that squib kick is always dangerous. It's a risk-reward situation. You can potentially force a turnover by kicking it to somebody who's not ready or maybe not a hands guy, but you also give up great field position. Logan to start on their own 37-yard line, 38-yard line.
Mountain Crest defense has been pretty solid this year, but they're going to have their hands full with the guy on the outside, Chad Artis, #4. And here's Horsley, who's a handful himself. We talked about him as Horsley turns the corner and gets about 8 yards. But Artist is the leading receiver in the state. He's committed to Utah State already, and we'll see plenty of him tonight as Horsley bounces it outside here for 8.
Hartman Rector as well has verbally committed to Utah State.
Rector just a sophomore, or no?
He's a junior. This year, yeah. He looks like he's 25, but he is a junior.
The same with DeMooney from Mountain Crest. He's a sophomore. He may have just barely turned 14, 15, I don't know. One of the coaches before the game was joking about that. So Kincaid Wildman, was that him on the carry or Horsley?
That was
Horsley for another 5.
Nothing fancy about that. Just go right off the left cheek of the center and pick up first down.
Wildman sends Horsley in motion to the near side, and they're going to throw a little screen to him. And Horsley getting a lot of action here early, and he's really walloped out there.
Anderson, number 13, came in for a pop.
13 on 13 equals 26 on the Richter scale. Watch this. Boom!
Got to be careful. Don't be leading with your head like that, son. Danger.
Horsley, 4 touches on 4 snaps, and this time he's caught behind the line of scrimmage by the Mustangs.
Number 76, Carson Tolman, senior defensive lineman. Nice speed chasing Horsley down from the backside.
A loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 9.
Only seen one pass out of Wildman, a screen pass to the short side. Passing down here.
Wildman will throw. He looks underneath. Instead goes the swing to Horsley, and Horsley's collared out there and brought down by Jaden Thompson. Jaden Thompson, a junior, is really starting to come into his own. He was injured a little bit last week. Good to see him out there. 6-yard gain. It's 4th and 2.
And this is kind of that in-between territory. Looks like Logan's going to go for it on 4th down.
Wildman looks for an opening. He's right at the stick, and I don't know if he got it.
I don't think he got it. I think that was a great defensive stop by Mountain Crest, and they know it.
Mountain Crest says no way and just heads off the field, and the officials agree. He was stopped about half a yard short. So the Mustangs take over. And take a look. He runs into a wall.
Boy, and there was a great push off the Mountain Crest defensive line. They got right up, and that's really where Logan lost it. They didn't get off the line fast enough.
Here's the pitch to Thompson. Flag thrown in the vicinity of a hold. Thompson picks up almost 10 yards. And it's probably coming back.
Really impressed with Bubba Thompson, number 7. He's a shifty runner, as they like to say, and he's really hard to bring down. Nobody can really get a good shot on him.
And it's a hold on Mountain Crest.
The call is holding on the Mustangs.
and it's a spot foul. So it happened 3 yards downfield. It'll be 1st and 17. Oh no, they're taking it from there. They moved the flag back to the line of scrimmage, and they're taking it from there.
1st and 20.
So that's the kind of thing that can really mess with a young team, Lee. You get almost 10 yards in your first play, and instead you go back 10. They'll try it the other way to Thompson. Thompson turns the corner, has blockers, and he's out of bounds back up near the original line of scrimmage.
Boy, and that kid runs downhill, man. He's fast out of the backfield. This is a great pitch, hits him in stride, and some good blocking to get back to just short of the original line of scrimmage. Picks up about 7.
He had guys out in front. One of those guys, big Amosi Damuni, number 56. Yeah, he picked up 7. Nobody in the backfield with Schwab. Did they take too much time? They did. Delay a game.
Well, that was a big shift. They moved 5 players at one time, and that just cost them too much. Took too long to get into the set.
3 plays, 2 penalties for the Mustangs. So it's back to 2nd and 18.
Again, 10 seconds on the play clock, and haven't broken the huddle yet. You're gonna have to use a timeout.
Well, they've got the white hat over there on the sideline, Mountain Crest does, and the coaches, they're down there by the 30-yard line on the far sideline. They're talking to him about something and pointing back across the field. I don't know if they're...
Looks like the officials never made the ball ready for play. The umpire is still standing over the ball. Now the head official talking to him, as you can see him right there in the shot.
Well, he's pointed out something as the Mountain Crest coaching staff, and they're not sending their kids back out to the huddle until they start that clock. And so now they'll, whatever they were doing, the head official told the back judge. The Mustangs are back on the field. Sorrell Hall in the slot to this side, along with 2 other receivers. High snap, Schwab's gonna keep it. Try to turn the corner, he cuts it back in. He got forward progress to about the 34. They're gonna mark it at the 33.
It'll be 3rd down.
They're the 34.
3rd down and 5, and that's good pursuit by Logan. They stretch that offensive play out. Schwab had nowhere to go.
It's 3rd and 15.
Did I say 5? I meant 15.
I knew what you meant.
Thank you.
Same formation, they've just swapped sides with it. And Schwab's gonna roll that way. He unloads right at the sticks, he's got a receiver.
Well, that's gonna be a 1st down.
Hunter Lindquist, the sophomore, looks that one in. And it's a 1st down on 3rd down and 15.
That's a big play. And Lindquist goes right to the sticks, stops, turns around, and makes a big target for the quarterback who's rolled to his right.
And that's good awareness of knowing where the sticks are as well. So at the 49-yard line, they pitch to Thompson. Thompson around the far end. Thompson with another good pickup. He picks up about 7. And this time, no flags.
Bubba Thompson, just a junior, and that kid runs with some power. Look at the punishment he lays on the tacklers at the end of this play. Puts his shoulder down, and he's sending guys backwards. Eric Lobb on the stop, another junior. They'll be knocking heads for another year.
Lobb having a great year as a defensive back. They give it to him again. It's Thompson again. And he's about half a yard shy of the 1st down. Boy, a football length shy of the 1st down. Third and less than a yard. Schwab will probably keep. Nope. They're going to give it up.
Didn't get it.
It was real close, but I don't think, let's see, where this near side official, if he marks it up to the 39, then it's good for a first down, but I don't think he got there.
It'll depend on whether he puts on his left foot or right foot, and that's the right foot, and that means just a little short.
Yeah, fourth down. Who carried that? I don't know why.
That was Thompson.
I thought maybe they'd just have Schwab carry it. Well, Logan went for it on a fourth down and didn't get it. Let's see what the Mustangs do. I don't know why you do anything other than a quarterback sneak here. You need less than the ball. Oh, spinning off and picking up the first down.
Oh. Sophomore.
Was that Hall, Sorrell Hall?
That was number 3, Damouni.
Oh, was it? You're right.
Boy, and talk about running with a little bit of power. He takes that first shot in the backfield. Looks like Logan's got him stacked up. Spins out of it for a first down.
Now, why are they bringing the ball back there? Did they say Logan called timeout before the snap?
I don't understand what's going on here. Somebody called a timeout.
So they called a timeout before the play.
I didn't see the signal who called the timeout. I hope it was Logan.
Let's take a look at this run again, because right there, bam.
Now, kids, when you want to tackle, the thing you got to do is put your arms out and wrap up. That's exactly what did not happen right there.
Yeah.
There was a timeout called before that last play. The ball will be.
Colton Hatch is 5'10", 180. Damouni is much bigger than that. He's about 6'2", 6'3".
Well, still at 180 and 5'10", with that kind of speed in the backfield, you should be able to bring that kid down, but he just tried to knock him over, and you're not going to do that when he weighs, what, 220 or something like that?
$7:14. They
7:14
wanted to
on
put
the clock.
7:14 back on the clock, and they're going to run that play again. So Mountain Crest does not get the first down. Logan called a timeout before the snap.
You know, it's more pressure than a fourth down conversion. A second one. Yep.
And this time they don't get it. They try to run the stretch. And they try to run it to Fuller, and he loses yards. He got less than a ball length to go. There was confusion out there. Schwab turned, and Fuller wasn't there. And twice you thought maybe they'd just try to run right up the middle on maybe a quarterback sneak or something, and instead they ran backwards that time.
Well, that's one thing.
Something went wrong with that play.
Yeah, well, what went wrong is Logan's defensive line got great penetration. You just got to block somebody. And
now they're going to run that little screen to Horsley. Horsley cuts it back inside.
Picks up almost about 6 yards, 6.5, 6 yards.
Yep.
Horsley's getting some work tonight. We haven't even seen Artis get a sniff.
3 catches, 16 yards, 3 rushes, 11 yards. And he's the entire offense so far for Logan. No score with 6:40 to play in the first quarter. Both teams have been stopped on fourth down conversion attempts. Logan was stopped deep in Mountain Crest territory. Mountain Crest gives up pretty good field position. So now they run it the other way. This time they give somebody else a chance to catch the ball.
That was Rector, I believe.
You are correct, sir. And that was a gain of about 3. It's 3rd and a yard. Wildman starts this game 4 of 4 for 19 yards.
All screens. Think they've seen something on film?
Seeing that they think that they can outman Mountain Crest at the point of attack. That's Wildman who took the pass from Horsley. And Wildman can't haul it in.
Well, and Wildman knew he was about to get rocked. Damouni is standing just a couple of yards away. He can feel it, and that's what kind of gives him butterfingers. Logan's going to punt this time.
4th and just over a yard, Logan sends the punting team out. And now, if you're the running back, you go back to your quarterback and say, hey, I catch him for you. High kick and a fair catch called for and made inside the 15-yard line. So the Mustangs had a pretty good drive going last time before the Grizzly defense came up with the stop. Now they're back on the field. Jaden Thompson has been the weapon for Mountain Crest in their first possession. 4 rushes for 16 yards. Is that DeMooney in the backfield? Schwab under center. And fake the give to DeMooney and give it on the little end around to Thompson, but Logan stays home on the backside, and Thompson's held to a 2-yard gain.
The Mountain Crest doing all they can to get their running game going tonight, and really it's done pretty well, except for a few penalties here and there, but they've got a lot of horses in that stable, and all of them juniors. Fuller a junior, DeMooney a junior, Thompson a junior.
His team's 10 points away from being 5-2. $14 seniors on the entire team for Mountain Crest. Schwab in trouble. Gets out of it for a minute, and then he's hauled down. Is that Bracken Williams? Let's see.
Probably.
It is Bracken Williams with the first sack of the game. Not many are going to get away from him. He's 4th in 4A and tackles 78 coming into this game. 5th in 4A, his teammate Jake Sawyer had 77. And on the also on the defense for Logan, Eric Lobb, he leads 4A in interceptions with 4. Third down and 12. Schwab, plenty of time, over the middle, catch made, and a first down as DeMooney hauls in the big play.
Boy, and you got to like that catch from DeMooney. He goes up and picks it out of the air. That's exactly what you want to see if you're the coach of Mountain Crest. Chance Corliss didn't even know that ball was there. Linebacker playing pass coverage.
DeMooney, a sophomore. His dad is Wonga DeMooney that played for Utah State just a few years ago. Here's the pitch to DeMooney. DeMooney trying to get around the end, but there's a lot of Grizzlies running free, coming to take a wallop at him. He still ends up picking up about 3 yards. 4 yards. Looked like he was going to get nothing.
2nd down and 5 for the Mustangs.
DeMooney, 73 carries, 274 yards for this team. Thompson, 285 yards on 44 carries. So 2nd down and 6. Mountain Crest on schedule with their offense. Schwab steps up, fires, pass complete. Looks like it's enough for a first down. And John Parker, one of those seniors, with the catch.
Bubba Thompson, a nice pass coverage there. Give Schwab just that little extra step until he can unload and get another first down.
Schwab is 3 for 3 for 38 yards.
And 2 first downs.
Approaching 3 minutes to play in a scoreless first period. Mustangs with a new set of downs, and Schwab back there by himself. Pump fakes, unloads over everybody's head. DeMooney kind of slowed up.
Yeah, DeMooney cut his route off early, and Schwab thought he was going to go on the pump fake and freeze the defense, but it was kind of the other way around.
Mountain Crest line has been doing a pretty good job giving Schwab time to throw. He has been sacked once. Having some trouble with the game ball. Now they've got it sorted out. Here's the pitch to Thompson. Thompson turns the corner, still on his feet. Across the 50 and into Logan territory on a 2nd down and 10 run. He picks up about 14.
Yeah, that kid never ceases to impress me. Every game I watch Mountain Crest do, he has just got the quickest feet of the whole group.
And he was a shoestring tackle away from taking that one the distance. First down for Mountain Crest on the Logan 46-yard line. No score, 2.5 minutes to play in the first period. Give to Thompson right up the middle. We know what he can do on the edge. And on the middle, he picks up about 3 and he loses his helmet. He'll have to take a play off.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that, we've seen a lot more helmets coming off in the last year or two.
Yeah.
I heard that the new helmets are made a little bit looser, the anti-concussion helmets and the new technology. So they're actually made a little looser, so we're seeing more coming off.
Now they're going to have to use staples and glue then.
Duct tape.
There you go. Zone look on the outside for the Grizzlies, and they throw in underneath it, and Fuller can't quite get there. Schwab lofted that one for Fuller, and he got one mid on it but couldn't haul it in. Schwab started 3 for 3, but he's 0 for the last 2. Probably like that one back.
Yeah, you got to really rifle that one in so it's right in front of your player and your intended receiver. That loft play running away from you is really hard.
He didn't really get his shoulders all the way around, and Mountain Crest takes a timeout.
2:02 to go in the first quarter.
Please direct your attention to the cheerleaders in front of us. Now, they will be throwing out plastic skulls. If you catch one of these plastic skulls, it is good for
Kind of the opposite of what I expected in this first quarter. I thought I'd see a couple touchdowns at least.
Well, you knew Mountain Crest would come in and wanting to shorten the game, control the line, and keep Logan off the field offensively, but Mountain Crest defense has been a little bit more consistent than their offense this season, but it's their offense that's been pretty impressive here in this first period. So they've moved, they don't have any points on the board, but they've moved the ball pretty efficiently. And Logan on the last drive that Mountain Crest had, this is about the same area that Logan's defense made a couple of plays and then got the ball back for the Grizzlies. And we'll see what they do here. It's 3rd down and 8. Watch for DeMooney. He's in the slot at the top of your screen. Schwab, they're going to throw a screen, and that is to DeMooney. DeMooney at the first down marker and leans forward for a few more. Looks like he picked up 10 on 3rd and 8.
Well, he might have picked up a lot more. Look at the end here. He runs into his own player, Hall, number 1, who's trying to block for him, ends up being the tackler. He probably would have picked up another 5-6 yards.
It's his brother helping him out, 56. So 1st and 10 inside the 35 of Logan. Schwab, pocket breaks down, and he stumbles forward for 3.
Brought down by Troy Murray.
Troy Murray, a 6'5" defensive lineman. They're on the pressure, number 75.
And Murray, just a junior. Murray's 3rd in 4A in sacks. He has 8.
He's a big kid. He's got a big frame. You can put some beef on it.
Second down, and Schwab looking again, gets rid of it, and he overthrows DeMooney. He had to keep it well to the outside as Wildman was breaking on that one. Wildman just too valuable to keep off the field as a defender. He's a He's a good defensive back.
Another long third down for Mountain Crest.
Yep. They're 3 of 4 on third down so far in this game. Five wide receivers. See if Logan blitzes. They're bringing 2 linebackers. Schwab gets rid of it. They run it to Hall. They run a little screen, but he ran right in to the Logan defenders. A couple of them peeled back as they read the screen.
Well, Hall sees the pressure coming up the gut on Tanner Schwab, so he does just what he should do, is come back to his quarterback. But you're right, that drags him right into the teeth of that defense and brings him up short by about 4 yards.
Yeah, 4th and 4, and see what Mountain Crest does. They make substitutions, see if they kick it away here. I don't know why you would. Defense has played well. They'll have to take a snap before the first period runs out. Now Mountain Crest will have to take a timeout.
Took them a little long to get that 4th down play in. So now be technically the 3rd time they've gone for it on 4th down.
Yeah, technically.
If you're keeping score.
One didn't count.
One didn't count.
Of course, that was DeMooney on the run on 4th down that picked up a 1st down, but they brought it back because Logan had called timeout just before the play. Now look, a couple of guys realized what was going on for Logan. You can see him peeling off already. The downfield blocking is set up for that play, but there's no blocking back toward the line of scrimmage because the way that's designed, you're hoping that the defensive line is going to be suckered into, hey, I'm getting to the quarterback. That's a screen, and that's how screens work. You want to make it look like regular play and kind of trap those defensive linemen into coming after the ball.
Probably the last play of the first quarter.
9 seconds left in the first quarter, and Logan and Mountain Crest are scoreless. Thompson to the near side on 4th down and 4. No deep safety for the Grizzlies. And they look underneath and find somebody, and it looks like it's a 1st down. Is that Chris Tuckett? 14 Tuckett. It is.
A junior.
They got about 6 yards on 4th and 4.
That's just a nice play. And Tuckett sneaks out, gives a chip block, and then finds his spot on that defense.
That's the 5th different receiver to catch a ball for the Mustangs, and that's the end of the first period of play. No score in Logan. The Mustangs are driving. Well, they've got the A lit up on Old Main tonight. It's homecoming weekend at Utah State. I've heard there's still some seats available for the ball game. That place should be sold out after the whooping they put on BYU.
Amen.
Schwab, as they run the screen all the way, coming back the other way. It's Hall galloping for the end zone. He's close to the pylon. No, that's DeMooney. The 1 and the 3 look a lot alike. And DeMooney's down just shy of the goal line.
Well, he thinks he scores a touchdown here, but this is great patience by Schwab, who looks for DeMooney coming across on that shallow, flat run.
He came all the way across.
Boy, he dives at the pylon, but he's just short. His knee goes down before he can reach it.
3 catches, 48 yards for DeMooney. See if they give it to him to try to finish this drive off. Oh, and Mountain Crest
jumped.
went early.
think they were going to the left side. What do you think?
I think you're right. For Mountain Crest, that's their third penalty. Logan yet to be flagged. We've just started the second period. DeMooney was close on that run, but I mean they had the nose right at of the football right at the goal line. You can't get much closer and not get in the end zone. 3 catches, 48 yards for DeMooney. Schwab is 7 of 10 for 80 yards. He's going to throw. DeMooney's wide open. Oh, nice play.
What a
DeMooney
play.
was open forever, and Hatch came up and denied him the touchdown. Watch DeMooney come out of the backfield. He's open the whole time. Hit him there.
Can't even see the defender till right now.
Great closing by Hatch.
Wow, that was a super open field tackle.
2 yards. That looked like DeMooney was going to just waltz into the end zone.
I think he may have thought that too. He was so open.
They're going to give it to Thompson. He cuts back inside, and he's near the goal line. But he didn't get in.
Looks like they gained back the penalty yardage, so the ball's right on the goal line.
Look at the cutback right here. Four down territory.
In a rivalry game, putting one on Logan? Yeah, probably.
3rd and goal inside the 1. Schwab's going to keep this one.
I think he's in.
They wouldn't do it on 4th down earlier. They do it here and they score. They tried to go outside on that 4th down earlier, and this time they said, okay, big man, get a push. And Mountain Crest got the push they needed, and they're into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown run. Tanner Schwab, a junior. Peyton Thomas to hold. Perguera, the PAT is good. 7-0, Mountain Crest with the lead. 10:33 to play in the first half.
This is Jessica. I know Jessica doesn't look like a Jessica, but she's been tired of getting taken advantage of in the automotive industry, so she decided to start dressing like this, right down to her own facial hair. Here at Import Auto, we treat everybody the same. You'll always get a truthful, honest answer and the best advice to keep your car safe and well maintained. Import Auto, you can visit us at 502 West, 1400 North, or also check us out on Facebook.
Would it kill you boys to put the lid down?
Mountain Crest strikes first. DeMooney, a big part of that drive. Great play there defensively by Colton Hatch to keep DeMooney out of the end zone. But the Mustangs scored 2 plays later. Another little hop kick, little roller, and it's returned out to about the 36-yard line. That's where Logan will take over now, trailing 7-0. That was Rector that took that on 1 bounce and returned it.
Well, Logan's got to get something going to kind of see if they can get the momentum to shift back to their side of the field, because Mountain Crest has it all right now. That was a really long drive.
It was a long drive, ate up some time. Put 7 points on the board in the end. It's Rector that was in motion. Kincaid Wildman unloads to Rector, and Rector can't dig it out.
That's a tough throw through traffic and sidearmed. Low ball to Rector.
First incompletion of the game for Wildman. Horsley threw it incompletion earlier to Wildman, and Wildman couldn't come up with it. Yeah, Wildman. He was trying to throw him out at home with that one, wasn't he? 2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies. Wildman looks to the inside man. Lowry.
Oh.
Boy, he's wide open on a little, I don't even know if you'd call it a post. I mean, he had room to run, and I don't know if he looked upfield before he hauled it in, but it was on his back shoulder. He just didn't corral that one. Sure, he'd love to have that one back. And Artist split to the near side, and they have yet to target him. They're doubling Artist wherever he goes. That's why. There's a flag down as Wildman escapes pressure. Wildman hops back inside, and he's taken down for a loss. It's probably a hold on Logan, and if you're Mountain Crest, you're going to decline that one.
There's a flag on the play.
Take a look. He threw the flag in that big pile right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to bring up 4th down if you're a Mountain Crest. You want to decline that one for sure.
First penalty of the game on Logan, and Mountain Crest declines it. Wildman 4 of 7 now for 19 yards.
Boy, Mountain Crest playing inspired defense against Logan tonight. Logan's really had a hard time getting their offense going.
I'm telling you, that's the marquee matchup for Mountain Crest. Is you can have a bad season, but if you beat Logan, it makes the season.
That's right.
Short kick, and it goes right between both players, and they just let it go for Mountain Crest. It's kind of like Utah State and BYU.
That's right. If we lose to Boise, I'll be upset, but I'll always look back at that Utah State BYU drubbing as a shining star.
If you're like me, you'll just keep it on your DVR to watch it.
Yeah.
To watch it next year at about February. You're missing football.
I do have the last 2 national championships on my DVR. I watch those every once in a while.
Coach Mike Favero, you saw him there just a moment ago. He's been calling the offense and the defense. Talk about a guy that's, I don't know, spread thin?
Committed.
Yeah.
Or he should be committed, one of the two.
I think he wonders the same thing sometimes. There's Hatch doing a good job of scraping off the defender and making the play in the backfield against Thompson for a loss of 2. Watch him get off this. Oop, get away from me.
That was a great tackle. And DeMooney just whiffed on that block.
Hatch, a junior safety, and there's somebody down for Logan not getting up.
35.
That's Ben Miller that's down. He's already got a cast on his hand. And
I think they're looking at number 35's leg, his knee maybe.
His ankle. Let's see. You know, that was.
They're going to get him stood up on his feet there and see if he's not going to be able to make it off under his own power. Something in that lower leg is hurting.
Yeah. He's a junior linebacker, is Miller. 5'9", 175 pounds. And they'll take him off and examine him. There's Hatch. Played really well as a safety tonight. He's 10th in 4A in tackles with 61 coming into this game. Schwab's going to keep as he play action boots. Schwab saunters out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Didn't really want to keep it. Was looking downfield, but it was good coverage by Logan.
It's a gain of 6, as they say. He went out of bounds at the 29. What brings up 3rd and 7. Mountain Crest converted a bunch of third downs on that last drive, including for the touchdown, right? Or was that fourth down?
No, that was third down.
That was third down. Schwab sees an opening. Schwab looking for the sticks. He's got him. First down.
Quarterback keeper, first down.
He got 10 yards.
After the play, Keegan Oldham, number 50, real slow to get up. We saw him at the quarter break, limping to the other side of the field. Take a look at this play here, and Schwab sees that opening, and he takes it in a heartbeat, looking like Russell Wilson running there. Seahawks quarterback. That's like a swear word to a Broncos fan.
That is a swear word to me. It's hard not to like him, though.
He's pretty good, and he's a great guy.
Here's Thompson picking his way through the line for 7.
It's kind of how I feel about Peyton, too. It's hard to root against him because he's a good guy. And he takes off his helmet, and it's easy to root against him.
You hate his guts when he's not on your team.
That's right.
I hated his guts till he started wearing orange. Doesn't mean you can't respect him as a player.
That's right.
Well, when you're a Cowboy fan, you hate your own quarterback half the time. So.
Amen. 3 yards.
You're going to give it to DeMooney. DeMooney looking for the edge. Stiff arms one.
He's going to get it.
And gets the first down. Mountain Crest is winning the battle at the point of attack. He gets 6 yards, does DeMooney.
Nice patient running. Just waits for his spot and finally turns it upfield. Gives a nice stiff arm there. And looks like he may get stopped in the backfield. But so far we haven't seen that happen for DeMooney. Even though he's been hit a few times in the backfield.
73 yards on the ground for Mountain Crest so far in this game. Logan has 30 yards of offense. Mountain Crest has 123. And Mountain Crest leads 7-0. Here comes everybody for the Grizzlies. Schwab gets rid of it. Catch made and running free is one of the Mustangs. It's Benson Heigeman, a sophomore. He picks up 12.
Boy, all three of these teams in the Valley are so young. Juniors doing a lot of the damage. This is going to be such a fun year. This year's been a great year, but next year's going to be fantastic.
Well, you look at what Skyview's doing.
Oh, I know. And they're all juniors.
With all youngsters. Give it to DeMooney. DeMooney, 3 yards. Logan says they have the ball, and they do. So that's just what the doctor ordered for the Mustangs.
Let's see if we can see where the ball comes out here, and that's a give to DeMooney up the middle. He just gets stripped.
He lost it before he was down.
A lot of Grizzlies there to flop on it and pick that ball up.
So the Logan defense turns them over. They run a little screen to Rector, and Rector's tripped up and brought down after a short gain.
Well, you got to have that block out there on the edge by Lowry. He doesn't really pick anybody up.
That was Cade Christiansen that made the tackle.
Got to work with his older brother when you were gone a few weeks ago.
What was that?
A lot of fun.
Wildman looking. No one to throw it to, so he pulls it down. Now finds a man. It's Rector wide open. Rector down the far sideline. Goodbye. "64 yards.
Boy, and this looks like a great defensive play by Mountain Crest. They've got Kincaid on the run, but he finds Rector streaking across the middle, following his quarterback. And watch him turn on the Jets. Boink. He's gone.
I don't know who was out there blocking for him, but that sprung him the rest of the way. It was a great block by the receiver, and Mountain Crest just busted the coverage. And Rector takes it in from 64 yards out. And we're tied at Crimson Field, 7 apiece with 6:49 to play in the first half.
Wendy's salad really tastes like summertime.
Told you. Summer in a bowl.
What? Sweet strawberries, chicken on the grill.
Did you do something different in here?
New salads.
Nothing captures the feeling of summer like Wendy's new Strawberry Field Salad. Fresh strawberries, bacon, and grilled chicken on a bed of fresh greens.
Now that's better.
And now kids' meals just $1.99 after 4.
Well, Logan had been kind of in the doldrums offensively. And then Kincaid Wildman gives it to Hartman Rector. And Rector says, don't worry, guys, I got this.
He looks around to see if anybody's following him, and they're not.
64 yards later, we're tied at 7. Now we'll see. See if that lights a fire under Logan, who quite frankly I didn't think had been playing very inspired ball, and the Mustangs, on the other hand, have been playing like they've got something to prove. Cade Christiansen returns that one, just short of the 25-yard line. See if the Mustang offense can get another drive going. They've been able to move the ball, Lee. They've been in Logan territory 3 times, but they only have 7 points to show for it.
They've controlled the tempo of this game. We talked about earlier how they want to take a little bit of air out of the ball and keep Logan's quick strike offense on the sidelines, and they did till just a second ago.
Gonna pitch it back to Fuller. Fuller looking for running room. Nothing there. He's gonna lose yardage. Well, they're going to say that Fuller got back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he got caught for a loss.
Very generous.
Schwab on 2nd and 10 under center. Thompson stays in there, going deep downfield to Heigman, and he is overthrown, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And double coverage too. That's a tough throw. Schwab throws a pretty nice ball, but it's just too far for Heigman to reach. Another 3rd down and long for Mountain Crest. 3rd and
10. Schwab, a lot of time, unloads, he's got his man. It's DeMooney. DeMooney making moves. Still on his feet as he spins across the 45. On 3rd and 10. A pickup of 21 yards.
Wow, that kid is, we call him a manimal. Great time for Schwab in the backfield. Finally finds DeMooney streaking across the field.
5 catches, 71 yards for DeMooney. Heard that the Aggies are looking at him. They ought to. Dad's an Aggie. Yeah, Schwab in trouble. It's Hatch that was in the backfield, and Schwab gets out of it. Schwab lowers his shoulder, and he's close to another 1st down. Sorry I interrupted.
No, that's not what you want to see if you're Coach Wooten. Your quarterback lowering his shoulder. Just slide, son. It's okay. They should let DeMooney in. He's like a legacy. Like Flounder.
Like an otter? Nobody under the age of 38
gets the Animal House
gets
joke.
that reference.
Unfortunately, my kids do.
They do. What are you letting them watch that show for?
We watched it. We DVR'd it the other day.
Did they give up when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? DeMooney looking for the edge, and he probably should have cut it up. And instead he loses yards. Loss of 2 for DeMooney.
Also note the able tackle number 11, Jake Sawyer.
They've got such good offensive momentum going right now, but they've had so many third downs. They put themselves in difficult situations. This one's a short one, which is unusual for Mountain Crest.
3rd and 3, and they're in Logan territory again as we approach the 4-minute mark of the first half. We're tied at 7. Hall in motion, and they're rolling this way underneath. He had a man, but Schwab loads it back up and then throws it incomplete. He had a man at about the 40-yard line crossing, and he decided not to throw it. So,
well, he pulled it back down. 22 Colton Hatch, who's having a great game on defense, jumped up in the air at the right time and made him second guess himself.
Mooney has to come back on the field for the punt. This is the first time Mountain Crest has punted tonight. High kick.
Boy, and Logan's got to get away from it.
Yeah, and it rolls down to about the 5-yard line, and that's where Logan will take over. Last time Logan had the ball, they tied the score up at 7. They've got 3:45 to work with and 95 yards in front of them.
You got to be frustrated if you're a Mountain Crest fan. They've played great on offense, but only 1 score for all the trips into Logan's end of the field.
Wildman's going to give it off to Horsley, and Horsley picks up a couple. They actually spotted that ball. Looked like it died at the 5. They spotted that thing clear out almost to the 7, Lee.
There's something the officials are seeing that we're not seeing, which usually happens.
Yeah, they're a lot closer than we are.
Yeah, and they're pretty good at this.
It looked like that thing died at the 5. Somebody may have touched it for Mountain Crest before it got there. Wildman waits and then takes off. He's out to the 10-yard line, forward to the 11, and he picks up 3. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Andrew Anderson. 3rd down and 5 for the Grizzlies.
See what Logan does here. Interesting. You don't want to take a ton of chances, but we talked about Chad Artist. They have not even looked his way. They have 2 defenders out there keeping an eye on Artist, and they have most of the game with that double coverage. And a timeout called with 2:32 to play in the first half, but you got somebody like Artist. And Mountain Crest doing their best to take him away.
Yeah, but he's so much faster.
Yeah.
I think at some point in time you got to have faith and throw it, let him go get it.
But I don't know if Wildman's got the arm to honestly.
That's true.
And that's not a knock on Wildman. It's just the truth.
That's how fast Artist is.
Artist can get by guys, but I mean, you're looking the way they're defending him. They're looking for the long ball, and you'd have to be able to throw it 50 yards. Skyview facing Box Elder tonight in another region matchup, and that's a big one for the Cats. As we hear scores on that, we'll pass them on to you. Of course, if you're watching this on tape delay, you may already have heard, but if you hadn't, last score we had, Skyview was beating Box Elder as they approached halftime of that game, 14-6.
We're mostly just telling each other.
Well, sure, why not?
Because we don't know.
Third down and 5. Wildman unloads, got a man, first down. At the 26-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
That's Lowry makes a good catch.
And that's the Grizzlies first down.
Lowry dropped one earlier. And then he comes up with that one. So 1st and 10, and the Grizzlies out of the shadow of their own end zone. Wildman's going to keep. Wildman cuts it back inside, still on his feet as he gets out of a couple of tackles. And there's probably a clip or an illegal block in the back on Logan that's going to watch at the end of this run right there. It's going to negate about a 7-yard run. And they're talking about it and spending a lot of time talking about it.
Okay, when we walk off at halftime, call the factory, and I love they're picking up the flag.
They're picking it up. Maybe they said his head was in front. The way the official threw that one, it wasn't very committed.
It was a half-hearted toss.
He wasn't really committed. Kind of underhanded that. It might be. I got to ask somebody
else. If I just throw it, we'll talk about it.
Well, that's good. That's exactly what they did. And there's a flag that's thrown with a little bit more vigor this time, as Wildman kept and got back to the line of scrimmage. The Mountain Crest defense has played well. They gave up a 64-yard touchdown to Rector, and that's really all they've given up. You take that play out. That's a hold on Logan. You take that play out, and you're looking at 49, 52 total yards for Logan.
Call is holding on the Grizzlies.
Wildman's 7 of 10 for 100 yards and a touchdown. .140 and the clock runs on 2nd and 13. Now Logan's just going to run some clock. Run that little slip screen inside to Lowry. Lowry gets away from a couple of would-be tacklers and gets up near the first down marker. He's going to be about 4 yards shy.
Pretty good 9-yard pickup for Lowry.
It's 3rd and 4 as we approach 1 minute to play in the first half. Lots of time for Wildman. Now he's in trouble and he gets away. Wildman looking downfield, overthrows Horsley.
Well, he had 3 receivers stacked there. I think he saw a lot of options, but just overthrew all of them. Fourth down now. Mountain Crest going to get the ball back with some time in this half.
48 seconds. Mountain Crest, I believe, only has 1 timeout left. And 2 back to return for the Mustangs. They don't come after the kick, so they'll try to get a good return on.
Nice punt.
Oh, nice kick, and it's fumbled, but picked right up. And so at the 21-yard line is where Mountain Crest will take over. That was Sorrell Hall who brought that one in. Sorrell Hall plays both ways, but he really has impressed me in the past defensively as a corner. He really played well against Roy. Glaring stat, one glaring stat in this first half is no catches for Chad Artist. Schwab's going to hand it off to Thompson. Thompson works his way up near a first down. Mountain Crest stops the clock. Nope, he picked up 10 yards, so they stopped the clock to move the chains. They had to decide. how many yards he had. It's 11 carries for 51 yards. Now they start the clock. 25 seconds to play. Schwab's going to pitch it to Thompson. Thompson around the far end. And he steps out of bounds after a gain of 4.
19 to go on the clock. Don't look for Mountain Crest to get crazy here. Just take care of the ball and go to halftime happy at 7-7, which they should be.
Yeah. They're not exactly a high-flying aerial attack the way Mountain Crest is playing right now, just pounding away with the occasional pass mixed in. And it's worked well in this first half. They'll give inside again to Thompson. He picks up a couple.
That's going to be the end of the quarter, I do believe.
Yep.
These two teams are going to head back to the locker rooms.
And now Logan's going to call timeout. No, Mountain Crest using their last timeout. See if they put the ball in the air or if they just run it again, try to get somebody loose. You don't want to turn it over.
No.
This will be the 10th third down attempt for Mountain Crest game. They're 7 of 9 unofficially. Short week, and they play Wednesday night next week. Did you remember that? Yeah, that's the UEA fall recess, whatever. It's either Wednesday or Thursday. I thought it was Wednesday. Schwab's looking to throw. Got a man underneath. And stepping out of bounds with 3 seconds left on the clock is the Mountain Crest receiver. Looked like it was Davis Nixon. Let's see if Mountain Crest pulls out some sort of trick play, Hail Mary, hook and ladder,
flea flicker,
etc., play here with 3 seconds left. Logan only rushing 3. Schwab pulls it down, takes off, steps out of bounds, picks up 6 yards, and that's the end of the half. Mountain Crest and Logan in a good first half, tied at 7 apiece. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley. Tied at 7 at Crimson Field. The high-lows on the field performing. Let's take a look and listen. Performing here at the half, and it's been an entertaining halftime and first half on the game of the week. It's brought to you by the good folks at Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hospital, your choice in healthcare. Lewiston State Bank, strong and vibrant for over a century. New Smile, keep your teeth with experienced dental care. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. Cherry Peak Resort, just minutes away to play. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley's audio and video specialists. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years. We're tied at 7 at Crimson Field. We're at halftime on the Game of the Week.
I am a cyclist. Soy un ciclista.
I am a cyclist.
Victoria. I train for it. I sacrifice for it. While they play, I train.
I conquer roads others can't.
You're driven to be the best, so you should train on the best. The 2014 Proform TDF, the official training bike of the Tour de France. It's the ultimate cyclist's training experience. With iFit and Google Maps, you'll ride the Tour. Choose any stage of the Tour or nearly every road on Earth and dig in. You'll see, feel, and ride the Tour. Climb like never before. Courchevel, Galibier, even Alpe d'Huez. Only the TDF gives you a 20% incline and decline. See it all right in front of you on our 7-inch color touchscreen. And train with power with our advanced power meter. With a TDF, you can ride almost every road on the planet. You can get the TDF with 0 down. Get yours today. Train better tomorrow.
I am a cyclist, and this is where I train.
Hi, my name is Janelle McKay. I'm honored to be the Wendy's All-Star of the Week. I am a forward for the Logan High Girls soccer team, and my favorite subject in school is probably medical anatomy and medical physiology. Go Grizz!
Hi, I'm Tristan Hale. I'm honored to be picked as a Wendy's All-Star of the Week. I play golf for Logan High. I enjoy going to math class every day. Now, go Grizz.
There's our Wendy's High School All-Stars. Special thanks to our local Wendy's for sponsoring the high school programs all throughout the valley. Make sure you go into the local Wendy's, patronize their businesses, and thank them for all of the support they've given to these schools over the years. Well, our score is 7-7 here at halftime. Mountain Crest started early, got that 7-0 lead, and they had Logan bottled up, or so it seemed. And then on the very next possession for Logan, they hit Rector. Wildman hit Rector for 64 yards and a touchdown to tie this thing up at 7. But when you look at the numbers, you really see that Mountain Crest has outplayed Logan. 105 rushing yards, 127 passing yards for Mountain Crest for 232 total yards to 125 total yards for Logan. 16 on the ground and 109 through the air. Hey, all right. It's time for you to get on your computer, get your iPad, whatever out, go to Facebook, and you're going to enter to win. What are you going to enter to win? One of a great many prizes. Sony wireless portable speakers from Lynn's, a luxury overnight stay at the Anniversary Inn, dinner for 2 from Garlic's Pizzeria in Smithfield, smart wool socks from the Sportsman, a ukulele from KSM Music, and day passes for 2 from Cherry Peak Resort. So you go to those places we just mentioned, Lynn's, Anniversary Inn, Garlic, Sportsman, KSM. You get a sticker. They're going to give you a sticker there. It looks a little bit like a cherry. There it is right there. You put that sticker on your vehicle somewhere. Take a picture of the sticker on your vehicle, just like you're seeing right there. And then go to facebook.com/skicpr and upload your picture. And just like that, you are entered to win some of those great prizes. Cherry Peak Resort, they made it up there in Richmond. It's going to be open this winter, 15 minutes from downtown Logan. For all the outdoor fun that you can handle, that's Cherry Peak Resort. We're a few minutes away from the teams coming out. We'll have a coach, some coaches' comments in just a few minutes. Until then, let's step aside. We're tied at 7 here at Logan.
Congratulations, you're cancer-free.
At Intermountain Healthcare, we treat cancer with the end in mind. A team of experts creates a strategic treatment plan for each individual patient. So the moment you're diagnosed, you can move forward with confidence that you'll have the best chance to beat cancer. Intermountain Cancer Centers, healing for life.
We are really excited because there's not a lot of places around here, and Smithfield needed another good place. It looks very nice.
Very, very. We walked in and I was totally surprised because before it was just a big open room with tables. This is a restaurant. The color decorations are beautiful.
I had the 3-cheese personal pizza as well as the house salad, and it was really delicious.
It was great. I really liked the pizza and the breadsticks.
We'll be back. You bet.
Coach, a great football game for me as a spectator in that first half, but your offense kind of got stymied. What'd you tell them in the halftime?
Well, it's a 7-7 game, man. We kind of expected one to be nip and tuck, and that's what we expected. So it's going to be about who can execute, not make mistakes, and play hard in the second half, see what happens.
Looking forward to it. Good luck.
Awesome, thanks.
Back to you, Eric Olson.
All right, thanks a lot, Lee. And before we go any further, I need to make sure we let all the coaches know here publicly. And we know that these games get watched by these coaches, that we appreciate the access that they give us, appreciate them giving us the time that they do, especially at halftime when their mind is on what they're trying to do to help their team to make adjustments and to win ball games. So we appreciate that, and we appreciate all of the schools for what they do to make us comfortable guests each and every week at their locations, and they've done it each and every week for more than a quarter of a century. So it's been much appreciated by the folks here at the Valley Channel. Well, Kincaid Wildman for the first half was 8 of 12, 109 yards and a touchdown. Hartman Rector, 3 catches, 69 yards and a touchdown. Horsley, four rushes for 13 yards and 3 catches for 16. For the Mustangs, 127 yards on 13 of 18 passing for Schwab. So not a bad first half for Schwab, and he found 7 different receivers, so they really spread the ball around. Rushing, Thompson had 57 yards on 13 carries. Schwab had 39 on 7. And DeMooney had 11 on 4. DeMooney, your leading receiver for the game, for 5 catches and 71 yards. Schwab also had a touchdown rushing, we should mentioned, but again, the Mountain Crest 8 out of 10 on third downs. Logan was only 1 of 4, and they were 0 for 1 on fourth down. Mountain Crest 1 of 2 on fourth down. And that's where we're at. Both of these teams trading punches there in that first half. And again, we're tied at 7, but Mountain Crest really felt like they had a little bit more control of that first half than the Grizzlies did. As Levon joins me back here in the booth. Well, you talked to Coach Favero, and I noticed he kind of had a smile on his face, but I don't know how much of a smile he really has.
Well, he's a great adjustment coach, and he knows at halftime he can go in and make adjustments, and they needed to make quite a few on offense. But he also knows he's in a dogfight, and really what I think he was smiling about is he likes to delegate at halftime to the interview. He turned around, there was nobody behind him. So he had to do the interview.
He's done that quite a bit, hasn't he? He's been the coach here in the Valley that will. He never shies away from doing the interviews with us, but he likes to get his other coaches to do those halftime ones. All 3 of the coaches in the Valley, football coaches especially, have been great to work with, and I mentioned that after your interview there. Our basketball ones are pretty good as well, so we're pretty lucky that way, because not all coaches are that happy to see the guys with the microphones. Because even the ones here I don't think are always happy to see us, but they do a good job of faking it.
Yeah.
Mountain Crest gets the second half started as Phillips kicks it away. Hall takes it at the 3, fumbles it, picks it up at the 5. Back to the middle, looking for an opening, and he gets across the 20 and loses the football. Second turnover for the Mustangs.
Boy, and that was right in front of the Logan bench, and they knew it the second that ball came out.
Mountain Crest with 2 fumbles lost in this game. Logan has not turned the ball over.
Well, Chance Corliss being congratulated, he kind of walks off a little woozily. That's what happens at the bottom of a fumble pile.
Yeah, imagine falling on the ground and then having somebody dump 200-pound rocks on you.
About every half a second.
And that's what it feels like to be at the bottom of the pile. Wildman finds a Rector. Rector wrestled out of bounds near the 20. 7-yard gain. We talked about turnovers, Lee, and what a part they play. But we talked about him regarding Logan, and it's been Mountain Crest that's coughed him up. Horsley, first down and more. He's got 8.
First down on the 12-yard line, so they can still pick up another first down without scoring. Logan going fast.
Interesting how they're defending out here to those receivers to the wide side. Now they move. They kind of adjust that, but it was essentially 2 guys on 3. Wildman, nothing up the middle. He pops it to the outside and scores. 12 yards and a touchdown for Kincaid Wildman, and the Grizzlies take advantage of the Mustang turnover.
Just like that. This is great athletic talent and football IQ at the same time.
The kick's up and good, and Logan takes their first lead of the night with 11:21 to play in the third period. 14-7 Grizzlies.
Hi, Tom.
Wendy's bacon portobello melt. You look different.
I had a little work done.
New bun?
Brioche.
That's hot.
Okay, that was weird. Here's yours. I'm gonna take mine and leave you two alone.
Wendy's Bacon Portobello Melt. A new buttery brioche bun, crisp bacon, and rich portobellas in a melty cheddar sauce.
Now that's better.
Well, here's another look at that touchdown run. Wildman looked like he was stopped for no gain.
Quarterback keeper all the way. Boy, in the pursuit of the defense, everybody just crashed down, and he's got a wide open lane to the outside. Easy touchdown for Wildman.
Andrew Anderson looked like he had the best shot at it, but he piled his man.
Onside kick.
There's an onside kick, and nobody around it but Grizzlies.
Mountain Crest turns to go back and block. They didn't even see it. Boy, that was a perfect onside kick. Did you see that? That was like a 9-iron chip shot that rolled backwards on the green.
Our cameraman didn't even see it.
That's
essentially another turnover.
Yep. Hey, Artis had his hands on the ball. Did you see that?
Yeah. I'm going to have to pitch in and buy Chris a pair of glasses, aren't we? That's how good a kick that was.
Well, it's getting colder out there. His reflexes aren't as fast as they were in the first half.
I'm going to say that. He's standing outside in the cold. We should never tease the cameraman as we sit in the booth. Wildman picking his way forward for 6.
Well, you can just feel Logan getting more and more confidence, wanting to make Mountain Crest pay every time they get the ball.
Well, yeah, that first half was mostly just kind of blah in here, you know. Mountain Crest was really had control. Mount Logan was kind of, we'll just kick it in and win this anytime we want, but it doesn't work that way. Here's Horsley, takes it in the Wildcat. Horsley with 14.
When the play's already into Wildman, he's setting them up. This is a great adjustment that Coach Favero made at halftime. A lot quicker offense and
to go fast.
Go fast.
That's Horsley again at quarterback. He's taking a beating, but he's also picking up 9 yards.
Energizer Bunny.
And they are not letting up on the pace, and they've got Artist in the backfield with Horsley. Horsley's going to keep it again. He follows Artist and has a first down.
Artist is the lead blocker. Want to get the state leading receiver involved? Let's make him block out of the backfield.
Still a lot of time left in this game, but if Logan takes a 2-score lead, you wonder what it'll do to the psyche of this very young Mountain Crest team.
Yeah, and the Mountain Crest offense hasn't even touched the ball yet in the second half.
Wildman with the throw. Out to Artist, and Artist escapes down the sideline.
Wow.
Touchdown. And that's why he's playing D1 football after this year.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Take a look here at the replays. He gets hit multiple times, finally gets some space, and then Mountain Crest has no chance.
130 yards on 10 of 14 for Wildman, 2 touchdowns. And the kick up and good. And just like that, it's 21-7. Logan with some breathing room over the Mustangs.
Well, and that's the difference between us and say a chain that they'll hire anybody off the street and doesn't matter. And not that that's so bad, but here we're trying to give as personalized service as you can, as informed as you can possibly be, and help the individual in their selection of eyewear.
Yeah, that's a great benefit. I don't see how you can put a price tag on that. That is
Well,
awesome.
that's probably right.
Well, here's the pass to Artist. His first catch of the night is a 14-yard touchdown.
Boy, he should be tackled at least twice. And then you got a defensive lineman trying to chase him down on the sideline. That's not going to happen.
So fast, great hands, and you're going to get to see him in navy blue.
That's true blue for those of you who live in Provo.
Fuller didn't get a chance at that one as it goes into the end zone. So now, finally, the Mountain Crest offense will get a chance. 9:47 to play in the second half.
They have a
Grizzlies have scored 2 touchdowns.
They have a whole second half game plan coming out as the offense. They're getting the ball back, and now you're down by 2 scores. That totally changes what you're going to do on offense. You got to go fast, just like Logan, and get your passing game going.
I don't know, though, Lee, with how much time you have left.
It's true.
And there's a personal foul on Logan, so that helps Mountain Crest on the field position out to the 35. But you know, you have enough time. You may still be able to be methodical. You got to make up 2 scores and play defense. But keep that Logan offense off the field. Let's see how they answer. Here's the pitch to Thompson. Thompson slips out of the Bracken Williams tackle attempt. And he picks up 5. Boy, we talk about Horsley ripping off chunks of yardage. That's how Thompson is. He looks like he's done, and then you look where they spot the ball, and it's 5 yards. 14 carries, 62 yards for Thompson tonight. He has a long of 14 yards. They've been attacking the edges with him. This time off tackle again, he cuts it back inside, and he picked up 3, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. 8 of 10 on 3rd downs for Mountain Crest, and they're 1 of 2 on 4th downs.
A lot of 3rd downs for Mountain Crest in this game.
They have only had to punt once. And they only have 7 points to show for it. 3rd and 2. This is a huge 3rd down. And I don't know that he got
didn't get
there.
her. Boy, they got him spotted right at the line.
Yeah, we'll see. That the line kind of surged forward. If it's on the line, then it should be enough for a 1st down. If you're touching that line because you're supposed to be nose up when they set it, and that's 1st down.
That's a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Boy, take a look here. You can see the line they spotted on. I don't know if he ever got to that.
It's a new field here at Logan, and it's nice.
Box Elder now up by 5 on the Bobcats.
Wow. Upset alert. Schwab underneath has DeMooney. DeMooney adds to his big night by putting 7 more onto his receiving totals. He has 78 yards through the air. 134 yards passing for Schwab. And Mountain Crest doing just what they did in the 1st half. Taking their time and staying on schedule offensively. 2nd and 3. Logan bringing lots of folks. Thompson, a flag comes flying in from the back judge all the way back from the 25. He saw something.
That was a hold because he was trying to hit that spot. that was a great throw.
Thompson picked up 2 yards. Would have been 3rd and 1. Let's see what the call is. I didn't know that was the back judge's responsibility. It's chop block.
Called a chop block. I didn't think it was either. Must have been pretty blatant.
A chop block, if somebody's engaged high and then somebody else goes low, that's illegal. And that is a huge penalty. That's 15 yards. So for Mountain Crest, 4 penalties in the game, 35 yards. Logan, I have Logan for 0 penalties, but I think there was one. There was one that was declined.
That might be it.
Yeah, it might be it. These guys, they're not pulling their hankies much. for either team, really. Schwab's in trouble. Down he goes at the 25. So after that big penalty, instead of 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs, they take a sack back to the 26, and it's 3rd and 29.
Wow.
Second sack of the game.
Boy, and DeMooney picks up one guy, but there's just too many bodies coming in the gold hats. And Schwab gets buried under an avalanche of Grizzly meat.
Grizzly meat. So we talk about staying on schedule offensively. Yeah, you're way off schedule on 3rd and 29. Schwab rolls, lots of time, unloads down the sideline and through the hands of the intended receiver, Lindquist. And Lindquist was there. He had to stop and wait for it. If he keeps going, he's in the end zone.
As he stopped to wait for it, a defender screamed by his face and kind of threw him off a little bit.
He may have been able to keep going and trust that one was going to get there because he had to stop and jump for it.
Yeah.
Those that are thrown high into the lights like that sometimes can be hard to judge. Here's the punt formation.
Oh
boy, nearly a kick and not a great punt as Artist hauls it in. Not bad, but not great.
Well, Mountain Crest has got to do something on special teams. That's really where the success has come for Logan. Onside kick and a fumble on a kick return, kick cover.
About 39 yards on the kick. Now Logan with a 2-touchdown lead. Mountain Crest started moving the ball, and they were moving it into Logan territory when they were flagged for a chop block and then a sack after that. And everything came apart. See if the Logan offense keeps clicking. See if they keep going at that breakneck speed that they were. Horsley for 3 yards, 9 carries, 50 yards for Horsley.
Doesn't seem to be quite the urgency in this drive.
No, but they were moving a little faster than they were in the first half still.
Yeah.
Still waiting for him to take a shot downfield to Artist. Horsley is stopped for what looks like no gain. No gain. Well, they gave him a yard. Wow.
3rd and 8.
Move the sticks. Wildman flushed out of the pocket, looks back across the middle, and his intended receiver couldn't hold on. That was Lowry.
That's a tough throw right at Lowry's shoelaces.
Defended out there by Hunter Lindquist. So it's 4th down.
That looks a lot more like the first half right there.
Yeah.
Logan 3 and out. And
over end kick. Return by Hall. Hall can't get away. He's taken down by Jake Sawyer. Or we could call him Pause. Doesn't that look like the pause button on your DVR, that 11?
Yep, pause button.
Pause. Pause with the tackle. Wide, DeMooney in the backfield. They're going to give it to big number 3, and he drags tacklers for about 5 yards.
Another Grizzly down.
Can't tell who it is, but he doesn't look like he's feeling great.
No, one of the linemen, I believe.
to Richie Mendez.
That's Richie Mendez, 5'10", 250-pound defensive lineman. Looking at his ankle. His ankles, they can be a bear. Sometimes you're just sure it's broken. And then it hurts like the dickens, and you get up and kind of walk around and, oh, okay, I'm all right. And it's more scary than anything. And he's going to walk off on his own.
Oldham comes back into the ball game. He was a little gimpy earlier, went out. Number 50.
Yeah.
That kid's thick, isn't he?
250 pounds.
5'10". That's a hole plugger right there.
That's nothing. I'm 5'8" and 350 pounds. That's what it feels like. All in motion. Demooney again, the lone setback, and they're going to give it to him again. He looks to the far side. He's got a running room. Demooney taken down at about the 40-yard line. A gain of 8 and another Mountain Crest first down. Demooney, 6 carries, 24 yards. To go along with his 78 yards receiving. He's over 100 all-purpose yards. John Parker brings the play into Schwab. I think Mountain Crest is missing somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 now. They looked like they were short alignment.
I think Logan's defensive backs were confused, so it's a good thing Mountain Crest took a timeout for them.
Maybe they just had guys aligned on the other side. Well, a little bit of an upset brewing with Skyview and Box Elder, huh?
Yeah, that's what we heard. Box Elder up by 5, 19-14 in the third quarter.
Still a lot of time left in that one. Skyview, the thing with them is they are so balanced. They're a good running team. They run the ball very well. And in this pass-happy age, if you can run the ball, that's a big deal.
Mine's not even good for texting, because you got to have somebody that knows how to do it.
All right, 1st and 10. Mustangs at the 40-yard line. They go the end around as they fake the pitch. It's Thompson, slips out of one tackle. They're going to give him forward progress to the 45. It's a pickup of 5. He has 72 yards rushing. Does Thompson. And the Mustangs just kind of methodically chipping away. 3.5 minutes to play in the third. Mountain Crest down by 2 scores. 2 quick scores to start the second half by Logan after an onside kick and a turnover. The Mustangs in a hole. Schwab looks for Demooney. Did he catch it? They say no. 3rd and 5. And Schwab had a lot of time to look for receivers, though.
They got him rolling out to give him a little bit more time, and it's working to give him more time, but he just can't find anybody downfield because Logan's playing great defensive football.
Well, yeah, there's plus and minus. You give your quarterback time, you give him the option, maybe he can run if he wants, but what it limits you to is that now you're essentially working with half of the field. But you see all your receivers are here to this side. Now they're sending one motion. See if they roll him this way. See, they roll him this way, and all his receivers are on the same half of the field. He looks for Hall. Hall pops it up, and it's incomplete. Hall let it get to his shoulder pads. It was going to be a first down, and it got to Hall's chest plate. Watch at the end here.
Boy, it pops off in a hurry as soon as it gets through his hands.
And he didn't have Demooney out. They had Demooney as a blocker in that time. It went right through his hands, got to his chest plate, popped straight up in the air. Mountain Crest is lucky that didn't get picked. So Mountain Crest has got a couple of little drives going on both of their possessions, but Logan defensively has done the job. Artist waits for this one, and it's going to fall short of him. Bounce to the 19-yard line, and that's where the Logan offense will take over. Again, 21-7. Mountain Crest trails Logan. .255 to play here in this third. And we talked about turnovers at the outset of this game, Lee. We were talking about them in the context of Logan holding on to the ball. But it's Mountain Crest that's turned it over twice and then given up an onside kick. Horsley takes the direct snap again. This time he loses a yard. Cade Christiansen on the tackle. And that's the difference in this game, Lee, is the turnover.
Yeah, short field for the Logan offense on both of those turnovers, and that makes for 2 quick scores. Mountain Crest going to have to do something to up their pace on offense. The running game really stalled on both of their 2 last possessions.
Wildman looking. He's got room as he escapes the pocket. But they come up very quickly, and it's Thompson who closes the gap, and he brings him down after a gain of a yard.
He stayed in bounds. Clock runs at 2 minutes now to go in the third period.
I've got Logan as 1 for 5 on third downs.
Yeah, they have not been very efficient on offense, which sounds odd since they have 21 points, but they just really haven't been able to sustain drives. They've been quick hits.
Well, they had 2 short fields, and then they had the long pass to Rector. Artist in motion. Artist right down the seam. Comes underneath. They're looking for him.
Oh.
Nearly picked off.
Just picked off by number 42, Kyle Lindley, senior linebacker for Mountain Crest.
And Logan will have to punt. They picked up 1 yard on that possession. And it took 1 minute and 25 seconds. Mountain Crest should have a chance at a return here. High kick. And a fair catch called for and made.
Fair catch at the 37-yard line.
By Lindquist. So Mountain Crest's short drives on their first 2 possessions of this second half. They need to get something going, down by 2 scores. Five wide receivers for Schwab. 2 deep safeties for Logan. Pass complete.
Oh, he finds it.
John Parker's got the seam, and Parker in Logan territory down inside the 25-yard line.
Boy, and it looked like Logan was right on that, had 2 defenders. He just gets right in the middle and takes off upfield. Take a look at the replay. They kind of think, well, I think you got him. No, you got him. No, you got him. Oh.
39 yards.
It's a great play by Mountain Crest. Get a little momentum back with 1:12 to go in the third quarter.
Gets him back in scoring position. Parker in motion. Here come the linebackers. Schwab looking for the out, and it's incomplete. Schwab, I think he probably liked that one back because the man in the flat had a lot of running room, and he just left it short. That's a tough throw. You're throwing from the near hash to the far side on the out. It's a long throw.
That is a long throw. Trying to hit your man in stride is even more difficult.
Second and 10. Here comes the linebackers again. This time they run a little swing out to Thompson. Thompson makes the first man miss. Good tackle.
Wow, that's a nice open field tackle.
Sure was. Sawyer.
By pause.
By pause. Play.
Pause.
Only a yard.
Third down and 9. It's imperative if you're Mountain Crest on this possession to get some points on the board, and preferably a 6-point touchdown.
They're going to fake the pitch to Demooney, run back the other way. Lots of running room. That was Nixon, and he picks up the first down.
And that was a nice play call, sucking those defensive linemen right in.
13 yards on 3rd and long.
Mountain Crest now with the first down at the 12.
2 catches, 25 yards for Nixon. Schwab in trouble. Schwab gets out of trouble. He's got running room. Schwab looking for the goal line. Schwab leaps in. Touchdown, Mountain Crest.
And a personal foul targeting penalty.
The back judge threw the flag. The side judge threw it late. But take a look at the end of this play. And Schwab, this is all on him as he gets away.
He pulls up and acts like he's going to pass the ball, knowing he's way across the line of scrimmage.
Ooh.
That's Sawyer coming in late with the helmet.
It was kind of funny because Schwab had one of his receivers in the backfield, in the back of the end zone, waving his hands. Throw it to me, throw it to me. Well, he was only 10 yards past the line of scrimmage at that
time. 1 second to go in the third quarter.
Mountain Crest getting back into this thing. The PAT is up and good. 21-14, it's a one-score ball game. And we're getting ready to head to the fourth quarter.
When I was young, I never needed anybody. And having lunch was just for fun. Those days are gone. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore.
Dry your tears. Wendy's pretzel bun is back, served up just the way you remember it. Get it, love it, tweet it.
Now that's better.
Well, Mountain Crest answers. Logan with 2 touchdowns in that third, and Mountain Crest answers. It's Tanner Schwab. Does it with his feet. And here's the assessment of the penalty. You can see Schwab was down when he hit him, and they assessed the penalty here on the kickoff. So Mountain Crest will kick from the Logan 45. This might be a good place for an onside.
That's what I was just thinking.
They're going to kick it away. I think Logan might have thought the same thing.
Well, it's a good place to pooch kick it because you have a little more control and you can get down there and cover it. Even if Logan covers the ball, it's still a good risk-reward situation.
Well, that's the great thing about this job. We can sit up here and think and whatever we want to think, because we're not going to be scrutinized when it's over because we called the wrong play. Because I can tell you right now, they don't pay high school coaches enough for the grief that they take. Horsley's in at quarterback. Nothing's wrong with Wildman. They've just been running this look with Horsley.
Trying to get athletes on the field.
Yep. 2 yards. Horsley has 51 yards on 12 carries. And that's the end of the third quarter, 21-14, as the Mustangs have closed the gap, and we'll keep it right here.
Mustangs get a little momentum back now. 12 minutes to go in this in-valley rivalry game. Mountain Crest leads 21-14, or scratch that, Logan leads 21-14. And the moon is rising. I wonder if it's a bad one.
Is that a bad moon rising?
I don't know. I was just thinking that.
Don't go out tonight.
It'll be all right.
More pop culture references showing just how old you are.
I think that was my first real album.
It's beautiful.
CCR.
Beautiful shot. Yep, Clearwater Revival. Beautiful shot of that. Did you get up early to watch the eclipse, that blood moon eclipse?
Nope, I didn't.
Yeah, me either. I was watching a total eclipse in my bedroom light. My eyelids were between the light and the bedroom. My eyes. 2nd and 8. Horsley's going to throw. Nope. He starts like he's going to throw, and now he's just going to jump over people and run for what looks like a first down.
That was 4 Mustangs he hurdled through the middle of.
Yeah, they had him dead to rights, and somehow he picks up 9 yards and a first down. That was a huge play for Logan right there, because if they get him for a loss and make it 3rd and long, you're looking at possibly another 3 and out, and Mountain Crest getting the ball back with a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, Logan's got to sustain this drive. Even if they don't end up scoring points, you got to take some air out of the ball a little bit and let the momentum subside from the Mountain Crest side.
Horsley can't get away this time. In fact, he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a yard.
So they're going to spot it right at the line of scrimmage still.
There's Kincaid Wildman. There is something wrong with him. They've got him over on the trainer's table. They've been using Horsley throughout that whole second half, and so I thought, well, they're just using him here like this, but Wildman does not look like he's feeling very good over there on that trainer's table. Horsley keeps. He's got room. Look out. Horsley at midfield.
Wow, great explosive speed coming through the line of scrimmage and hurdling another Mountain Crest Mustang.
19 yards. What a luxury to have behind your starting quarterback, an athlete like this.
That seriously looked like he was running 110-meter hurdles.
Keep it again. Picks up a yard.
Well, Horsley can throw. We've seen it before. In this game, as a matter of fact.
Wouldn't surprise you to see him as the quarterback next year. Watching Wildman down there. Whatever it is, it doesn't look like he's coming back into this game. Horsley throws the out to Artist. Artist tiptoes the sidelines, and it's going to be 3rd down after about a 4-yard gain.
Push down and down. That'll be 3rd down and 4 for the
3rd and 4. Horsley has trouble with the snap. Horsley making people miss, and he's got running room, but somebody from Mountain Crest comes over and makes a big play. And that looked like it was Jake Nelson, one of the few seniors that sees a lot of time on this team. No?
He's a junior.
Is he a junior?
That's what it says, number 32, junior.
No, on the one I've got, it says he's a senior. 4th down.
Maybe he doesn't know he's coming back for next year.
Yeah. So, Mom, I got some news.
I love high school.
4th and 4. If you're Mountain Crest, you don't want to jump. They're running the clock all the way down. And that's a delay of game penalty. It just tried to pull Mountain Crest off sides, and the Mountain Crest defense holds. And Logan will have to punt. Kincaid Wildman out of the game.
Gives your punter a little bit more room to work with.
Hunter Horsley right there, the starting running back, is taken over at quarterback. We don't know what's happened to Wildman. It does not look good. He's pretty upset over on the sidelines, and he's got a lot of people patting him on the back and kind of trying to console him. So we won't speculate, but it doesn't look good. Nice kick. Hall tells everybody to get away, and it kicks back and takes a Mountain Crest bounce. And the Mustangs will take over, trailing by 7 at their own 17-yard line.
And that punt is down inside the 20-yard line. Now we stand for the Mustangs.
Well, Logan took about 5 minutes off of the clock with that last drive. Finally ended up punting, but still you killed some of the clock, and that's what they want to do. Maybe 1-score game.
Oof. Hey, Logan coaches are up on top. Why don't you go climb up there and find out what's wrong?
Okay.
What?
Hey, what's wrong?
Why can't you be our color guy and our sideline reporter?
Okay.
Find out what's wrong.
I kind of am.
With Wildman. Kind of. Well, you're the skinny one. You run fast.
Oh, yeah.
Schwab, lots of time. Lots of time. Can't find anyone. Now he's got to take off, and he picks up maybe a yard. Maybe 2. Spotting it out to the 19, so we'll say a 2-yard gain. Schwab with just a straight drop back that time, and he had lots of time to look, Lee. Some good coverage by the Logan defensive backfield and good pass protection.
Just not finding anybody downfield.
Steps around a tackle attempt, finds DeMooney. And DeMooney's going to be about a yard shy of the first down.
We'll mark at about the 26-yard line. That'll make it to the 27.
DeMooney, 84 yards on 7 catches. Skyview jumped back out in front of Box Elder.
Sounds like a good one.
Yep. 3rd down and a yard. They're going to give it to Thompson. Thompson. He's got the first down. He picked up 2. He's got 74 yards on 18 carries. Horsley on the other side for Logan has 79 yards on 16 carries. There's all sorts of lights in the sky to the east of us, Lee. You got the moon, you got the big A lit up on the field for Aggie homecoming. You got the temple, you got the A on top of Old Main. Holy cow, look, there's the A up on top of the mountain. Like doing a game in Los Angeles. Sorrell Hall. Brought down by Bracken Williams. Hall picks up 4.
And now's the time for Mountain Crest. They got to score on this drive because if they get the ball back to Logan, they're liable never to see it again.
Yeah.
6:45 to go in the 4th. We got to talk about a player of the game.
Players make plays, baby.
It's Horsley so far.
DeMooney, I think, has looked really good for Mountain Crest, as has Thompson and Horsley for Skyview, or Logan, excuse me. Schwab's got everybody in his face. They run the screen back the other way. DeMooney has to go chase it, and he only picks up a couple.
3rd down and about 3 coming up.
Couldn't get it clean, or he might have been able to turn upfield. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Schwab's played a pretty efficient game, Lee.
Yes, he has. Hasn't made very many mistakes and taking care of the ball. All those cliches, taking what the defense gives you.
3rd down and 2. 10 of 14 on 3rd downs for Mountain Crest. Everybody in the box. Going to give it to Thompson. He's going to go wide, and they weren't able to do it in the first half, and are not able to do it in the second half.
Boy, he gets rocked in the backfield. I didn't see who that was, but take a look at this replay right here. 75, that's Murray.
For whatever reason, they've been able to run wide on every down but 3rd and 4th of Mountain Crest. And now they've got to punt it away.
They still have all their timeouts left. They're going to need them.
Yeah, you 5:23. You don't want to turn it over down here. Artist is going to take it on a bounce. Artist loses the football, and it goes right to one of his teammates, and there's a flag at the 28. It's Bracken Williams that comes up with it. Bracken Williams, 78 tackles coming into this game to lead the team, and he's 4th in 4A. 3 of the top 10 tacklers in 4A on this Logan defense, and Bracken Williams, Jake Sawyer, and Colton Hatch. And the 4A leading pilferer, Eric Lobb, leads 4A in interceptions with 4. Troy Murray 3rd in sacks. So you've got some players on this defense. Look right here. Yoink, there goes the ball. And what was the flag? You see the flag came in there. I didn't see any blocks in the back or anything, unless the official late. I didn't see a face, Matt. Can we look at that again?
Flag came in before the fumble.
Illegal use of the hands. It's Logan. Huh. I didn't see any Logan guys around. Sometimes the official has trouble finding that flag, you know, when he sees it and he throws it. It looks late. Let's see if we can see it anywhere in there. Unless they called the one back there at about the 24-yard line. Found out one of my neighbors that's new in my neighborhood the other day is a UHSAA official.
Oh.
I said, I'm going to be talking to you a lot, buddy.
We're going to be friends.
Horsley trying to get around the end. He's undercut at the 25. That was just a slow burn, that whole run. And it didn't look like there was anything there. And he's got 7 yards. If you're Mountain Crest, you don't want to give up 7 yards on 1st down.
Yep, just like that.
And they're going to use all the clock. Mustangs want to keep them to 3 and out, but now it's 2nd and short. Horsley's going to head the other way. He's got room around the edge. Horsley making the cut, and he's got a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big 1st down if you're Logan. You got to start thinking about using your timeouts now if you're Mountain Crest. 4:30 to go in the 4th.
7 yards for Horsley. He's got 93 yards on 18 carries. And I think they're just going to ride number 13. I don't know that I'd do anything different other than just run around the edges with him and try to get more hats at the point of attack than the other team has. Four minutes to play in the game. Logan by a touchdown. Mountain Crest needs a stop. Now they're going to throw it.
Boy, and they get Artist out in space, but that's a lot of traffic.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing you don't want to do is stop the clock if you're Logan.
Yeah. Well, they thought maybe they'd catch Mountain Crest looking for a run. Instead, the clock stops at 3:55, and it's 2nd and 10. Horsley's going to keep. He's got room. He's hauled down at the 40. And they're going to spot him out to the 41. So it's an 8-yard gain. So 3rd and 2. And Horsley's over 100 yards.
Yeah, Logan holds on to win this game. Hunter Horsley is going to be our Cache Valley Channel Player of the Game.
You got some goodies for him here. You got a bag of cough drops.
I do have a bag of cough drops.
You've got a half-drink bottle of water, a bag of cough drops, and some smeared lens sunglasses.
Yeah, I will probably give him a coupon to clean the sink at Angie's.
Oh.
Or the locals eat.
Or the locals clean the sink.
That's what I've heard. You know, I've never done that.
I haven't either.
I don't know if I want to.
We ought to go in there.
Oh.
I'll bring the Comet. You bring the rags.
I got the scrubby pad.
And we'll clean that sink. You think about it, we could probably feed a third world country with all the food we give away.
Or my house.
Or your house.
Yeah.
Same thing. I've seen your kids. Oh, and Logan jumped. Let's see, you give away burgers for Wendy's. Give away the coupon to eat
hardcore
clean the sink, and for the All-Stars, Wendy's stuff.
Hardcore fan of the week gets a pizza.
They do?
From the factory.
What? How do I become a hardcore fan of the week?
You are too old. You're not willing to wear pink tights and blow a vuvuzela.
I sure am not. Third down and a long 7 after the penalty. I've got that as the first assessed penalty for Logan. They're going downfield and Rector can't get there.
Boy, at 3:42, they're going to have to give it back to Mountain Crest and trust their defense. That penalty's a killer.
It is. And you know what? I don't mind this call. Be aggressive. And that's exactly what they're doing. And Rector had some separation, but Horsley.
Yeah, that's a real low percentage pass when you only need 7 yards and you're going for 25 downfield.
Yeah, but if you get somebody running free, you got 7, game over. But you said the flag was just a killer instead of 3rd and 2. It's 3rd and 7.
That's a good punt.
Boy, Hall couldn't decide whether he was going to call fair catch or not. At the last second he did, and it's probably a good thing because
he was going to get rocked.
Lob may have just, yeah. I shudder to think what may have happened. Sometimes I just flat shudder to think. Now this drive right here's the ball game for the Mustangs. 3:33 on the clock. Mountain Crest trails by a touchdown. It's been an entertaining ball game. Press coverage to the near side, and Schwab's looking to the near side. He looks underneath. The catch is made right at the sticks.
Nixon Davis. Davis Nixon.
Number 18, Davis Nixon on the reception. Brought down by number 80.
I'm going to head down there and see if I can catch up to one of those guys. Right now, as it stands, Hunter Horsley will be our player of the game. But that may be subject to change.
We'll see if Mountain Crest ends up winning, then you go ahead and pick one, buddy. And Horsley, one of your candidates for Logan, that's for sure. They give it to Thompson. Thompson upended after a gain of 3. Thompson's had a solid ball game for Mountain Crest tonight. 20 carries, 76 yards. So just under 4 yards per carry. 2 running backs in the backfield with Schwab. Fakes the give. DeMooney's in the flat. Instead, he's going over the top. And it looks like it's picked. It was a little short. No, they say it was dropped by both players. Looked like it was going to be picked off. The Mustang receiver still hasn't given up the ball. He doesn't agree. He keeps looking back, chirping about something. That's the 30th attempt of the night for Schwab. Let's take a look. Well, definitely the Mustang receiver didn't come up with it. That was John Parker. Parker says he got it after the defender lost it. And it never touched the ground, but the official was very adamant in, yes, that touched the ground. Mountain Crest 10 of 15 on 3rd downs, and it's 3rd down and 7. Schwab throws it behind his intended receiver, Nixon. He had comeback routes by Nixon and DeMooney. DeMooney was open in the middle. Nixon had room in the edge, and he threw it behind him, and it's 4th and 7. of 31 for 209 yards for Schwab. 4th and 7. Schwab's got a man. First down, Mustangs. 11 yards on 4th and 7. Parker, it looked like. So the drive stays alive. Schwab on his horse, looking for the sideline, and steps out of bounds after a gain of about 4. Mountain Crest is 2 of 3 on 4th downs. 2:11 to play. Ball at the Mustang 47-yard line. DeMooney in the backfield. He's going to stay in and block. Schwab hit as he throws, and he overthrows Thompson. It's Murray who knocked Schwab down. It's interesting, they've left DeMooney in to block a few times, and that's one of those dilemmas. You got a player like that, you'd love to have him out in the pass routes, but he's also a good blocker. And he's in the backfield again. And you can leave him in there to block for a few beats, and then he can slip out of the backfield. In fact, they're keeping 2 backs back there with Schwab. I'm sure they'll release at least one of them. Schwab in trouble. It's Murray that gave him trouble. Here's the throw over the middle, and Sorrell Hall can't come up with it. Breaking on it was Caden Freeman for Logan. He got into the field of vision for Hall, and I think Hall just kind of lost it for a minute. Murray has been flushing Schwab all night like that. Schwab winds up, and Freeman just kind of flashed in front of Hall as that ball got there, and then Hall couldn't haul it in. 1:58, 4th down and 6. Here comes the house for Logan, and Schwab has to get rid of it early, and Thompson never turned around. None of his receivers turned and looked for the ball as Schwab had to unload a little bit early. Everybody's still running, looking away. Not sure what DeMooney had his hands up in the air about. Maybe thought he was being held or something, but he could have been wondering, hey, where's that throw going? Because he threw it behind and at the feet of Thompson. Thompson really wasn't even looking for it. Actually, Thompson was starting to look back inside. And 1:54 to play, and Logan can ice this. Timeout, Mountain Crest, Horsley with a 1-yard gain.
Timeout, Mountain Crest.
So it's been an entertaining football game. Mountain Crest and Logan were tied at 7 at the half. Mountain Crest really controlled the first half of this ball game, but they couldn't manage no more than a tie. They were in Logan territory on multiple occasions, but were unable to put it in the end zone. And so it's 7-7 at the end of the first half. To start the second half, Mountain Crest was going to get the ball. They fumbled the kickoff. And Logan recovers it with a short field. And then they score. They go into that, like that hurry-up type of offense. They score quickly. And they take a 14-7 lead. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Logan with an onside kick. Mountain Crest, everybody turned around, turned their back to the ball, ran to go back to their blocking assignments. Didn't even know it was an onside kick. Logan scored less than a minute later. It was 21-7. Mountain Crest scored right at the end of the third quarter. And it's been back and forth since. And the guy with the ball, Hunter Horsley, has taken over for Kincaid Wildman, and Horsley is probably going to be our player of the game. 5 yards for Horsley. He's got 107 yards on 21 carries. 3 catches for 16 yards. And he's 1 for 3 throwing the ball, 1 for 4, and 4 yards. Third and 4. And flags fly. Did Logan take too much time? Nope, Logan called timeout. They pick up the flags. That's the second time tonight Logan's called a timeout right at the last possible second. So Logan has to stop the clock. And just one last reminder for you. You've seen it throughout the game. A chance for you to enter to win some great prizes, including a Sony wireless portable speaker from Lynn's Audio and Video, an overnight stay, a luxury overnight stay, the Anniversary Inn. Dinner for 2 from Garlic's Pizzeria in Smithfield, smart wool socks from the Sportsman, a ukulele from KSM Music, day passes for 2 from Cherry Peak Resort, and a season pass from Cherry Peak Resort. Go to one of those sponsors, get a sticker from them, take a picture of that sticker on your vehicle, go to facebook.com/ski CPR and upload your picture for a chance to win. Horsley picks up 2, and it's going to be 4th down. So Logan, Mountain Crest can't stop the clock. Logan's going to have to kick. There's about 30 seconds difference. I think if you're Logan, you probably run this down all the way. I think they've got one more timeout left, and you run it down all the way and then take a timeout. Nope, they didn't have the timeout. They ran it down all the way and took the penalty. No, they did take the penalty because they just walked it off, I guess. So thought maybe they had called timeout right before, but I guess they were out of timeouts. So there's 31 seconds. Logan's still short some personnel. They're not going to get this one off. And Logan takes a timeout now. That was going to back him up another 5 yards. Well, if you're Mountain Crest, I imagine you're just going to come after this punt. You need a touchdown. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Logan's getting set to punt it away. Entertaining basketball or football game here. I'm thinking basketball already. We've got basketball just around the corner, amazingly. A few weeks, schools will be picking their teams, tryouts coming up here in about a month. We'll have basketball for you here on your games of the week on the Valley Channel. Everybody up for Mountain Crest. They do have one deep man. They come after it. And the kick angles out of bounds, and let's see where they say it went out of bounds. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, he was running back toward the 10. They're going to say it went out of bounds at the 15. So Mountain Crest has 24 seconds to go 85 yards. And that hasn't been the game for the Mustangs tonight. They've played some ball control offense, and they've done a pretty good job. Logan's going to take another timeout. So they had timeouts left. They just didn't take them late there. And now they were confused on defense. Where the Grizzlies. Coach Favero takes a timeout. And look right there in the blue shirt next to DeMooney, number 3. That's Todd Wilson. He was a quarterback here at Logan. Won a state championship here at Logan. And the season of 88, he graduated in 89, went on and played up at Utah State. I talked to him before the game. I've known him for many years, played against him. He's a great individual. And he's on the Mountain Crest staff now, helping with the quarterbacks. And I told him that is a sure sign of the apocalypse. And he smiled graciously and said he's having a good time. Penalty flag was thrown by the official on the far sideline. What is it? Sideline warning on Mountain Crest. He wants everybody to back up. Skyview ended up beating Box Elder tonight, 35-19. So they still in a race for the region crown with Roy Schwab. Passes to the sideline and a flag, and they're probably going to call pass interference. On Caden Cutler. And the clock stops with the penalty. Unless they call Logan, or unless they call it on Mountain Crest for pushing off. Let's see. Pass interference on Mountain Crest? Oh, they called an illegal receiver downfield. They threw it late, and they threw it right out where the ball was going. I wonder if that receiver was covered up or something. And that was the call. So another penalty against Mountain Crest. Now they're 90 yards away from the tying touchdown. Schwab over the middle. Catch made. First down. Still on his feet was Heigeman, and he hauls it in at the 35. It's 25 yards. $234 yards for Schwab. Schwab looking to the sideline. There's nobody there, and he gets rid of it with 2 seconds left. So the last play of the game coming up. Mountain Crest going to have to run some trickery. And with Logan, you're going to back up at least 3, if not more guys, all the way back near the end zone. They've got the linebackers 15 yards deep. They've got 2 safeties back at about 30-yard line, and Mike Cavero's telling him to come up. 3-man rush. Murray flushes Schwab, as he's done all night. Schwab unloads, and it's picked off. Picked off by Jake Sawyer, and that's the ball game. The Grizzlies survive a late surge and win it 21-14. We'll be back with our player of the game after this timeout.
ready to buy a new car, which is retired people we really couldn't afford.
So he did the technical aspect of it. The engine light had been on for the last year or so, and he took care of that. And when that was done, then he started doing the mechanic part of it, the intuitive part.
I've had my mom come out. She's brought her car out, and he's fixed her car. He actually redid her whole engine because her timing belt broke. So he fixed hers, and it was reasonable, and he's very nice. And if you have a question, you can call him, and he'll give you advice on the phone.
My slogan is honest service at a fair price.
Wait, hun?
Not enough space for the big guy and the love of your life? That's a donation waiting to happen.
Nothing personal.
At Deseret Industries, your donations make great things happen, like forklift training for people like Walter. See how at newlifeforpeople.org.
I found Hunter Horsley here. Hunter, you're the Valley Channel Player of the Game. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great game tonight against Mount Crest. How big is that win after last week's tough defeat in region?
I mean, it always sucks to lose, and this win was a great booster for us to help us get back on track for playoffs. So we're pumped. We're ready to go.
You rushed for over 100 yards tonight in a very tough game. What did your coach tell you at halftime? You came out and special teams really took over.
Yeah, I mean, halftime, we realized we really came out flat early, and we had to come get our momentum up, and those kicks, that's what boosted us to get the win.
Well, congratulations on tonight's win. There's a coupon to clean the sink at Angie's. You can share it if you want.
Thank you.
Back to you, Eric Olson. Nice job, man.
All right, Horsley takes over for the injured Wildmen, and the Grizzlies hang on to win 21-14 on the Game of the Week. Game of the Week was brought to you by Icon. Health and fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hospital, your choice in healthcare. Lewiston State Bank, strong and vibrant for over a century. New Smile, keep your teeth with experienced dental care. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Cherry Peak Resort, just minutes away to play. Lynn's Audio and Video, Cache Valley's audio and video specialists. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years. For Lee Vaughn, the guys in the truck and on the cameras doing the hard work, I'm Eric Olson saying see you next time on the Valley Channel.